That's called not actively thinking.
So you were brought shoes for the show.
Yeah.
But then you forgot.
Yeah.
And you put on your work shoes.
Yeah. Liv every week brings me clothes for the podcast.
You're right. Yeah. Well, it makes sense. You could literally come straight from work. So
Yeah,
that makes
that's
sense.
true.
So you bought you shoes. Now, there's nothing wrong with those shoes. Is that my phone?
So unprofessional.
We just got an alert on our podcast. Looks like Max needs new shoes.
Fashion alert.
Fashion alert. Did someone call the fashion police?
And we're back.
Going back to the
Hot, steamy, take two.
going back to the shoe combo.
You're right.
So anyway, she brought you some freshies.
Yep.
And then what she pointed out was, she said, Max, go change them. We said it's behind the set. That's too much work.
Oof.
And then
Oy vey.
she brought up a good point that you had to take off your shoes, take off your pants, put on new pants,
Yes.
and then you had a decision to make.
Right.
And instinctively, you just put on the work shoes
Yep.
and not your pod shoes.
That's called not actively thinking.
I'm
I'm
there quite a bit. I get that. Now,
how often do you
not think.
not think?
How often do I not think? Well,
Often, I mean, surprisingly, I don't think a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I will.
There's
say
a lot of
this.
things I don't think through clearly.
Right. I will say this: that is on brand for you, for your vibe, like that. Like
Part of it's on purpose.
no, I get it.
Keep people guessing.
Yeah,
you know?
no, totally. And it's like this. I don't want to do that, but I'll just say I forgot to do that.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's easy. Well, I don't. Okay, when it comes to stuff like that, I do think things through. Right, like I do bring a pair of shoes for the pod, and I will put those shoes on. But what I have the big issue with is, let's say I'm going to the kitchen and I gotta put my plate in the into the sink, whatever.
Right.
And then,
as one does.
yeah, of course. And a respectful person does
right.
that. You ever had a house guest that just leaves all the dishes out?
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Every time I come to your house.
I don't want you to wash the dishes. Just put them in the sink.
Yeah,
Even when we had a dishwasher, I'm like, just all you gotta do is put them in. But anyway,
It's kosher.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah, I get that. But I'll go in there, being respectful in my own house. I put the dishes in. I don't wash them, but I will put them into the sink for Anna. So I put them into the sink, but Anna will say, "Hey, listen, when you go in there, can you grab me ketchup from the fridge?"
Oof,
I don't know why ketchup.
bad choice.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That is a bad choice.
Listen, I'm gonna change it because I don't want you to be stuck on that.
Yeah. I'm just the whole time. I'm just like, why would she ask for ketchup?
Can you get, what do you like from the fridge?
Like, I don't know, applesauce.
That would trigger me. But can you get applesauce from the fridge? I'm like, totally. I walk from it's 10 steps, and then I go in there and I'm like, it's not that I forget to grab it. I go,
It's just gone.
I just go, what was I supposed to get?
Yes.
It's not the forgetting that I need to do something. It's forgetting what it is. So I chant things to myself. So I'm ADD, people know. So I have to do a chant. So I'll say, I'll have to say, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Yes.
And then it'll be like,
And
what am
then-
I doing? Applesauce. What am I doing?
Applesauce.
Applesauce. Go and get that applesauce. And I go in there, I get the applesauce.
But then, do you ever get so caught up in the chant that you still forget?
Well,
'Cause you're just like, applesauce,
100%. And half the
applesauce.
time, that was the best case scenario. 90% of the time, the chant is just, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? And nothing ever comes to fruition.
Yeah.
Then I got to go back into, what was that thing
was
again?
that? What'd you need?
Yeah. And sometimes I'll pretend like I totally
yeah.
forgot because I don't want to ask, what was that thing? I don't want to go back.
Because that's
in
almost
there.
more embarrassing.
Yeah, and more work.
More
so I'm
work.
like, I got
you're
to
right.
do it twice, But
right.
yeah, so when it comes to forgetting things or not thinking things through, that would be my biggest thing is walk 25 steps and remember the task at hand.
Man, I feel bad for my parents.
Yeah.
Raising me. Because it was literally like, say something.
Right.
I turn around.
Yeah.
It's gone.
It's just gone.
As soon as I turn around, all that
Yeah.
information they just told
Right.
me was gone. It was
Right.
like as simple as like, hey, make sure you pick up those socks. It was like,
Yeah.
what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Yeah.
No, I know. And it's almost stressful because you're trying to think all the way through. Well, my parents at 4 or 5 years old took me to a hearing specialist because I thought I was deaf.
Dude, they took me to a hearing specialist too.
Okay, yeah.
Did you ever have to do the speech stuff where they're just like kind of ringing the ear on one side and the other side?
Right. And they're like, you're in a vocal booth by yourself.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, can you hear this? Yeah. I had to do that because they're like, well, he just doesn't pay attention. We think he's deaf.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm just ADD and I just don't focus on it.
I had some type of I think I have hyperattention.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Hypertension, I think, is a different thing.
Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Hyperfocus.
dyslexic.
Hyperfocus, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Hypertension is like a muscle or blood thing.
Okay, yeah,
like
it does
that.
not.
I
It's
get
not
what you're
that.
saying, yeah.
I have a hyper focus.
Yeah, well, that's what I have too. Like, so for instance, they put me in front of a movie and I wouldn't even blink.
Yeah,
or anything
dude.
for like hours. But then they would try to tell me a simple instruction and I couldn't focus.
That
on
was me,
at all.
dude.
Yeah.
That was totally me. My friends used to make fun of me because they'd come over my house and I'm just sitting there like in my underwear, just staring at the TV.
Yeah.
I'm oblivious to the fact that there's other people in the room.
Right, yeah,
You know?
yep.
Just completely locked in. You know.
And that's why we're bros and brothers, dude.
Welcome to Bros and Brothers,
And
where
you
we
know
don't pay
what,
attention
though?
too well.
So people that we know that listen to the podcast, they be like, one thing that's kind of funny is you guys will be like, while one person's talking, the other one's going, yeah. Like we talk like that really fast. And like, I would be so annoyed to hear that. But that is guaranteeing that I'm staying focused on what's being said. Because if I'm not saying yeah, if I'm silent, I'm just like
You start drifting off.
dozing off, looking around. So if I'm like yeah, and then two, one thing I do, I don't know if I ever said in the show, but I always keep an object handy because otherwise I will tend to just rub my face. That's like a weird ADD thing I've always had since I was a kid. I'll just rub my nose. I'll do it. If I'm watching a show, I've gotten, as I get older, I'm more conscious of it. But when I was especially like younger, teenage, even early 20s, I'd be watching a movie. And I'd be sitting there, and the whole time I'm just fidgeting with my nose to the point where I would just rub it completely raw by the end of the movie, not even realize I was doing it. And I would do it to other things too. But I learned if I had an object, I wouldn't. So sometimes I'm on the show. If I forget to grab the object on the show, when I rewatch it while I'm editing, I'm just like the whole time just doing that.
You know what I do? I'm trying not to go like the whole time.
Yeah.
What I do is I chew on my tongue.
Interesting.
Yeah, and my dad actually did that when he was he chews on his tongue when he's hyper focused on something. He sticks his tongue out and then he like chews on his tongue. Yeah. But what I do is I expand my tongue and then I just chew on the sides.
You know what that reminds me of?
When I'm trying to focus on something.
And this is a callback to last week is Free Willy. His tongue would do like weird. He'd flatten it and he'd like curl it and they'd like put a fish inside there.
I remember that.
Dude, do you ever?
They did like little tricks with them.
You know what you should do? Because I'll tell you this right now. I can't do any tricks in my tongue.
Sure.
So
you can't like curl it?
No, I can't really curl it.
I think I can do it.
Well, I think I can do that. The taco one. I can't reverse curl it though.
That's like that's like the only thing.
Yeah, I think like your lips are doing all the work for that. It's like you're just pushing your tongue out. Like
my lips aren't touching.
Okay, open. No, your lips are definitely touching. Open your lips as big as you can and try that again.
No, you can't do that. I don't think it's possible.
Huh?
No, Nick. No.
I'm not. So I don't have a big tongue. How big's your tongue? Whoa, dude, that was your tongue like in revolt. Yeah. Try just stick your tongue out as far as you can. It's wide, but it's not very long. I feel like I have a petite tongue, dude.
I don't want to zoom in.
Welcome to the tongue
and people are gonna be like,
section.
People are gonna be like, you guys know you have like a mouth disease, right? that's the comments we're gonna get. That's what the comments are gonna get.
I'm definitely dehydrated.
All right, but like,
okay, do a trick with no.
That's all you
do.
No, yeah, so I couldn't really do anything with my tongue. But the fact that you can, I think that's pretty cool. Dude, you know what we should do?
What?
We should reenact the scene from Free Willy where you fold your tongue, right? Hold on. I'm telling you.
I just thought of myself like as a whale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you're on your belly on a table. Okay, yeah. I go up and I stick a Swedish fish onto your tongue.
Dude, I would love a Swedish fish.
And then you take it in. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
I bet you like it'll get some views for sure. Like,
oh yeah,
we just label it guys reenact Free Willy.
Yeah,
but it's just that scene.
No, we should just take it and just put it on like the dark web. And not tell anybody.
Yes, I agree with that. We should also just reenact the entire movie.
Yes,
like
scene by
scene, or
scene.
At least like. Yeah, okay, let's do scene by scene. I was gonna say at least like the major scenes, but let's go scene by scene. Because definitely.
And just post shorts the entire movie.
Oh, yeah, the whole movie in 1 minute segments.
Dude, I'm down for this.
And then what I'd like to do is obviously the biggest scene would be we have to probably rent a trampoline, get a bed mattress so you could do the iconic jump over me while I'm like this. And then you could jump over me.
We could do like Michigan. We have those like concrete piers.
Yeah.
We could do over that. Get a crane.
Sick. Well, what we could do is we could film it. And then we could film it on Zoom and make us look like we're there.
Yes.
But off camera, there's like a trampoline and like
I see what you're saying.
Probably some like old mattress. Because I don't know if you could actually jump out of the water. I mean, I don't know if you could, but if you could, that'd be.
I feel like I can.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, dude, you know what we should rent is those like water jetpacks.
Yeah, dude.
And then we just CG the jetpacks out.
What was that one dude where he was like, and it all starts right now?
He goes straight to the water.
Yeah, that's iconic, dude. That's sick. That's sick. All right, so
he's supposed to like fly in there and be all like regal, just in the air, water jetting around, and he was just like
Iron
right
Man.
into the water.
Yeah. That's how I would be for sure.
That's the best.
Yeah, I feel like I would be so stoked, and then I would instantly just go. You ever seen those machines? They're like jet skis, but underwater. They're so cool, man. Dude. So they're like little jet skis. You wear, they're up against your chest. They got handles, and then you go underwater, and you can go as fast as a jet ski, but you're like scuba diving underwater.
Oh, okay.
Crazy.
Gotcha.
They're so sick. Now I would never do that. That's insane to me, but it looks super cool.
You probably have to like wear a mask, right?
Yeah. It's like
because otherwise the water would just be like going into your lungs.
Yeah, you just become like just filled with water. You look like what's the character's name from Willy Wonka? The blueberry.
The blueberry
What's
girl.
What's her name?
Blueberry girl. Violet.
Violet, yeah.
Violet. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Blueberry.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Violet, you're turning violet. Violet. That's what it would look like.
Yeah,
underwater.
Just bloated.
Cool. Oh yeah.
Almost like
Which,
those.
Speaking of that, yesterday I was super bloated, dude. I had chili dogs.
Yeah.
But like keto chili dogs or like healthy chili dogs, and then right before bed, I just like walk past the mirror and I look like Santa Claus, dude. I was just like so full of water, just very dehydrated.
Yeah.
But then I peed it all out, so it was all good.
Great.
But, yeah.
Dude, in the morning time, I'm super skinny. But as soon as like I eat something, I got like a bad gut.
Yeah.
It just
top
bloat.
Yeah.
I looked into it. I think it's like a gut disease.
Oh, sick. Cool. Tight.
Riveting content.
Well, here's what you should know. No, it is. Honestly, that might be one of the coolest subjects we ever talked about.
Yeah. Like let's talk about gut disease.
Well, here's the thing is, I need you to do more research.
I will.
Self-diagnosis, and hopefully on next week or the following week, give me like the name of it. Give me like some things that it causes you, and then also give me some things that'll help it.
Yeah, I've done some research, and I will look more into it, like, get some stuff written down.
Yeah.
But I always thought it'd be crazy to do like when you have something like that, you have to do like an elimination diet.
Sure.
And then just basically eliminate things out of your diet.
Right.
Until you figure out how to get rid of it.
Yeah, you going straight carnivore, dude?
Dude, I might.
You going straight carnivore?
It's expensive though, right? Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Well, some people include eggs in carnivore. So then like eggs are pretty cheap.
Eggs are cheap.
It's
just carbs are so cheap and fun to make and fun to eat.
Yeah.
I want some noodles.
I did it for like 2 weeks, and you go get like a big pack. The thing is, you won't eat as much either, so the meat goes farther. So if you get like a pack of chicken, that's gonna last you a while because you'll think you can eat like a ton of chicken, but when it's not in a tortilla or like whatever, you end up eating less. So yeah, I actually thought about doing it as just a like system reboot in the next week or two, like after Easter.
Sure,
just do like a full like week of like straight up carnivore. Now, I don't bend the rules, but what I do is I do not a different version of carnivore. What I do is I do dairy, like cheese, because some people say you can if it's animal product you can have it. It's like the opposite of vegan.
You're not a rule breaker, but you're a rule adjuster.
Yeah, so I didn't try that version. I'm willing to try that version this time just to see how it makes me feel. My body reacts pretty well to dairy, so it's not. Yeah, it's not
I'm pretty sure I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
Actually,
I think that
I'm like 95%.
I think we're 1,000% sure that you're like.
But I still eat dairy.
Yeah.
And that's probably where the gut disease is coming from.
Yeah. Well, you could still eat dairy, be sick from it, but you don't have to deny it.
Right.
You can just say you're a rule breaker. That's like,
I am.
Yeah.
I'm a rule breaker.
Yeah.
My body tells me, hey, don't eat this poison.
Right.
This is killing us.
Do you think is that any cause of the gut disease that you have?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. But
that's what I just said.
Is
here's
pizza
the thing.
worth it?
Yes.
Okay.
Pizza is worth it. Now, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that I know the origin of my lactose intolerance.
Ooh.
Because I grew up drinking a gallon a day of milk.
Right.
I would drink like a gallon of milk a day, nothing but cheese pizza, extra Parmesan and everything, mixing my cheeses, mixing my dairies, give me the yogurts, give me everything you got, right? And one day I did a colon cleanse. Now, that's where you take a bunch of herbs and then you cleanse your colon.
Okay.
Right?
On purpose.
Okay. Right? And I had some of the nastiest dumps ever. Just completely cleared
He's
out my
back,
system.
ladies and gentlemen. He's back.
That's right. Potty talk
He's
is back. We
ladies and
took a break,
gentlemen.
but potty talk is back.
Yeah.
That's the drop.
I talked over,
really
but that was the drop,
good.
though. That was the drop.
Oh yeah, I know by fart sounds.
Yeah.
I got a dozen of them.
Yeah. Oh,
I have
yeah,
a fart album, guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay?
That's true.
Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah.
Green herbs.
Yeah, took the herbs, cleansed out my system.
Yeah.
And ever since then, that's when it started to escalate. The lactose intolerance. What I think happened was I messed up my biome.
You like rebooted it.
Yeah. And now I'm like, I can't handle lactose.
It's like all those years of like building up
a tolerance.
the immunities and the tolerance and all that stuff to all that bacteria. You rebooted it. It's like you're a baby.
Yeah. Exactly, dude.
That sucks, man. Yeah, and you know they say like it's the wet cheese that gets you, not the dry cheese.
Right.
So maybe you could try try only dry cheese for a little bit. You know, no mozzarella, no ricotta.
Okay.
But go to like
maybe
a hard cheese, like a Parmesan. Try Parmesan for like a couple days. And if
I always try Parmesan.
Yeah, great. But try it without any other cheese.
Right.
And then just
elimination diet.
Yeah.
Right.
And then see like what cheeses can I not do.
At first, I think I need to go like a few weeks without any dairy or gluten.
Oh yeah. Because
I need to eliminate both of them just to
right.
see where I'm at.
Yeah.
And then start introducing them again.
Go pescatarian, dude.
Yeah.
But only fish, no sides.
Really?
Just fish.
But no like steak or anything?
Well, no. I say try pescatarian first, then add red meat or white meat, then add red meat, and then add pasta.
All right.
And then, but the day you add pasta, like fill it with cheese, do a cream sauce. You know what I'm saying? Just a really jack the. But that might be a reboot to the system.
Right.
What if you're supposed to do a whole week of nothing but dairy?
Here's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. You're onto something here. No, you're onto something here because I went through a season where I couldn't even have a glass of milk.
Right.
And I'd feel like I'd have to die.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now, even like cheese, I was sensitive to everything.
Right.
But I've slowly introduced it back into my diet.
Right.
And I've built up some type of immunity to regular cheese, pizza, and stuff like that. You know,
it's milk that really affects you.
It's really if I drink classic milk.
Yeah.
Then I'm
2%. What are we talking?
I never drink 2%.
Whole
milk all the way.
Whole milk. What is it? Skim milk?
Yeah. Ooh, you mean water?
Yeah. So when we grew up, we drank skim milk.
Okay.
And then Anna's family introduced me to 2%.
Oh, yeah.
And
just taking it up a notch.
And I was like, so we're a 2% family still.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm a whole milk all the way. Like I'm
different.
If you could get closer to the cow, like with the cream still, no.
Yeah.
No, but we tried this milk called, was it Lactate? Mm-hmm. Where they take out the lactose. It's really good actually.
Sure. What about goat's milk? How's goat's milk for you?
Never had it before.
Dude, try some goat's milk. Here's a test. Try goat cheese. If goat cheese is fine, then goat's milk will probably be fine.
I've had goat cheese.
Yeah.
And I like
it. It's
very sharp.
Do you recall having any issues?
Well, I've had it with other cheeses.
That's the problem.
That's
the problem. It's the you got to diagnose. You got to go through and you got to diagnose.
I'm all in all the time.
Just give me the bubbles. Yeah.
That's my motto for life. All in, all the time.
Yeah, dude.
Which, by the way, I got a list here.
Yeah.
Okay, I call it the forever list.
Okay.
Just a quick 5 things I want to know about you.
Yes.
And I'll go with you too.
Okay.
Here's a list, forever list. What breakfast food would you eat forever? And you just like the only breakfast food you could ever eat.
Now, not food for breakfast, but a breakfast food.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm going to keep it probably pretty classic, not classy at all. I'm going to go pancakes and sunny side up egg.
Love it. That's pretty
Does
classic.
that count? A combo? A meal?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one meal, breakfast meal.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I think mine would be cereal.
Yeah. Cereal's great.
Yeah.
Cereal's great. Again,
cereal.
going back to the milk.
Yeah, but here's the thing. What you just named there, pancakes with a sunny side up.
Yeah.
Man, some salt and pepper in that bad boy.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you can't beat it.
Now, if I had to pick between the two, my instinct is egg because I'm an egg guy.
Yeah.
But I think I'd go pancakes.
Filling.
Yeah, it's
cheap.
filling. You can go. I love syrup. You can do different flavor syrups, different types of pancakes.
Oh.
But I also like it with no syrup sometimes, just some butter.
Dude, what if we tried savory pancakes?
Oh yeah, I think I've had one once. I've had it with like bacon bits and stuff like that.
Dude.
Yeah, dude.
That sounds kind of
Sick.
good.
I'm telling you, I'm ordering a hot plate.
Liv? We
We're
gotta try
cooking.
that.
Yeah.
What would you do, Liv? What would your forever food be? Breakfast food.
All breakfast.
That's right. She just opt out. She hates breakfast
You don't
food.
even eat eggs, bacon.
A fried egg, sometimes bacon.
I was gonna say bacon. Hers would be bacon.
Yeah,
hands
or like
down.
avocado toast. Toast is great.
Dude, toast?
Sometimes. A bagel with cream cheese.
Is that breakfast food?
Oh, 100%.
I'm picking bagels.
Most people eat if you took a poll, most people eat bagels before 10 a.m.
Okay, I'm picking bagels then.
Yeah, they're great.
Well, that's really hard.
Well, because there's so many different types of bagels too. You could do savory bagels, sweet bagels.
Yep, I know.
Yeah,
Wait,
dude.
what
Trust
about
me.
French toast, Max?
Yes, I love French toast. I
want
love French
cereal
toast.
over French toast.
But I would do cereal over French toast. Like if it was the only meal,
Right.
the only breakfast food I could eat for the rest of my life.
Now,
French toast is like a treat.
if side question, if you were forced that you only could pick one cereal, what would it be if you had to? You had to pick one. Okay, top 5 cereals. Go.
Okay, here we go. Life.
Okay.
Captain Crunch peanut butter.
Yes.
Captain Crunch berries.
Okay.
Captain Crunch all berries.
Okay.
Fruit Loops.
Okay.
Wait, I take back Fruit Loops.
Okay.
Cheerios.
Regular Cheerios or Honey Nut.
Honey Nut.
Yeah. Okay. Here's my top 5 cereals, and then we can pick one that you got to stick with. I'm gonna go peanut butter Captain Crunch.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
So good.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Ooh, that's really good.
I'm gonna go Honey Nut Cheerios.
Love it.
I'm gonna go with. I should have looked these up. I should have a better knowledge of it. I think I'm gonna go Fruit Loops and Apple Jacks.
I was gonna
think.
say, remember we see Apple Jacks?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, Apple Jacks, they slap.
Oh, yeah. Apple Jacks slap, dude.
The Apple Jacks
So
slap.
I think those. Okay, but if you had to pick one, that was it. Out of the top 5, what's the one cereal you?
Raisin Bran.
So not even in your top 5, just a separate. Okay, I got you. I feel you.
Yeah, Raisin Bran.
Okay, I think I would. Go,
I love Raisin Bran.
I think I would go if I had to pick one out of my top 5 forever. Ooh, man. Because you gotta like it wet and dry. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's the category?
Because,
Life.
Well, because you're
right.
You want to have options.
No, you're right.
Okay, so you're
You're
gonna go
right.
life.
Life.
Yeah. Yeah, life is an interesting choice because life is basically just styrofoam.
Yeah.
no.
It's not good.
Life is everything you need.
I'd rather have Kicks? Right? Kicks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd
Kicks
rather
are
have
delicious.
I'd rather
I'm
have
not going to
Kicks
knock you
than
for
life.
that.
Yeah,
Kicks are
yeah,
delicious.
Yeah.
But life is life. And
That's
what
true.
you guys are
Oh,
saying
you know what? No.
is you don't
Sorry.
like life.
My one would be Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay, yeah.
They're the best dry. It's the best dry cereal, and it's amazing wet.
I can't knock it. It's a good time.
I will go.
Definitely
Okay,
a good time.
okay.
Okay, so the next one would be video game. Any type of game, app, like,
Yeah.
any type of game.
So I'm gonna have to go with. It's gonna be either between Grand Theft Auto 3
Yes.
and I like Vice City and I like San Andreas, but number 3 or Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2,
Love it.
which I just been playing the reskin.
Yeah.
That came out, the HD reskin of that, and it's really good on the Switch. But I'm gonna go. But I also played World of Warcraft, which you made fun of me last week. I played that the most.
I've never. You know why I made fun of you?
Yeah.
Because I never got to play it.
You're jealous.
I was so jealous.
You're jealous.
I was jealous.
I'm gonna go with. No, you know what it is. It's World of Warcraft. I love Grand Theft Auto 3. I love Tony Hawk 2. Those are like my instant classics. But I played a lot of World of Warcraft, and I spent a lot of money on it. I'd pick that.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Mine would probably be Command and Conquer.
Yeah.
Strategy game.
Yep.
Hands down. I could just kill terrorists all day.
Oh yeah.
All day
Well,
long.
I could kill hordes, and I could
Yeah,
kill
that's cool.
like goblins and stuff. So
That's pretty cool. What about you, Liv? Probably.
I just played whatever Nick played, so
she played like Yoshi's Island.
Okay.
So she played a lot of Super Mario games,
Kong.
Donkey Kong
Aladdin.
Country. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, she stopped playing games in like '99.
I was gonna say The Sims. Would you want to play The Sims?
I played it on the phone, but that's it.
Okay.
Remember the Simpsons app?
Oh yeah,
gosh.
that was addictive.
That was like people spent millions of dollars.
Yeah.
That
I
was
put money
crazy.
into that.
Yeah.
And I should have.
I can't remember if I did or not, but I was tempted to.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
definitely tempting. They get you. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The forever song, the only song you could ever listen to for the rest of your life. You only get one. Every other song you can't hear.
Okay. Yeah. So it's just I walk into a store and it's just silent. Everybody
Yeah.
else is like,
Until that one
Yeah.
song comes on.
ooh, man. All right. It's gonna have to be. There's a lot of great songs. Do you have an answer? Oh, I don't have my phone. I was gonna look to my phone to get inspired.
Yeah.
What's yours?
I think it would be Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's good.
Because
That's
it's like
good.
3 different songs.
I think mine. Oh man, I don't know. My instinct is the song I'm about to say, but there's a million other songs I'm gonna think about later. Like Nirvana was super important to me. Like every 20-year-old, or 18-year-old, whatever. Right. But I'm gonna say it would probably be Purple Rain.
Oh, that's a good one.
Dude.
What about you, Liv? Forever song.
I love a lot of music, but the song that makes me the happiest is "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen.
So both Queen.
Just sing it out loud.
Well, then I pick Queen song, right?
No.
Yeah,
well, if I had only picked one Queen song,
yeah.
If
here we
I
go.
only have one Queen song, it would have to be probably. It's either Bohemian Rhapsody because it's the most fun, or We Are the Champions because it was in the end credits of
We
the
Are
Mighty
the
Ducks.
Champions. Now you gotta pick that one. So all three of us have like a Queen song. Yeah,
it's We Are the Champions. It's solely because it was in the Mighty Ducks,
and then we could experience it through each other. I'm just watching you listen to We Are the Champions.
You know, it's another. Yeah, because you can't hear it.
Can't hear it.
You know, it's a great song too. Speaking of like movies, speaking of Free Willy, I don't know what's up with me and Free Willy.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it in 10 years, but
somebody get this man in Free Willy. We're gonna reenact it right now
on the Free Willy VHS tape.
Yeah.
It opened with Michael Jackson's "Will You Be There" music video, and when as a kid,
that's
3 or 4,
awesome
I thought it was a woman.
Okay,
right?
All right.
But I was like, this song is incredible, and it has shots from Free Willy is one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time as a kid, and so
definitely makes sense.
Hearing Free Willy or watching Free Willy clips with Michael Jackson's "Will You Be There," that song, if I put it on now, it's like a cheesy song, but I just instantly get like nostalgic and I get like excited. I know like I'm about to watch Free Willy, and then that's gonna lead into probably watching Andre, the movie about the seal.
Yeah,
and that's gonna probably lead into like Flipper, and then like I'm gonna see the trailer of Pippi Longstockings. I'll never watch Pippi Longstockings, but I'll see the trailer of it.
Yes,
which I got a topic about VHS. We'll get to that later.
Okay,
but, okay.
Well,
so
speaking,
yeah,
what would be your forever movie?
Dude. That's so tough.
Your forever movie.
My forever movie. Man.
Now, I've experienced this as a kid.
Yeah.
When, I only had 2 VHS tapes.
Right.
And I just watched them back to back.
Yeah.
You know, so I know what it's like to have a movie, only one movie that you can watch.
Right. So I would say it's probably going to be Goodfellas.
Oh, dude. Mine was Goodfellas, dude.
What?
Are you serious?
Dude,
Goodfellas. It's a perfect movie.
It's so.
I can't believe it. I can't believe you.
My favorite movie is probably Godfather 2.
Haven't seen it yet.
Or Godfather 1.
Still haven't seen the Godfathers.
And that's a cliche answer, but they are incredible. But they're not as rewatchable as Goodfellas, because Goodfellas is like fun, funny. All right.
I went through a season where I watched Goodfellas every day.
Yeah,
for like months.
I didn't do every day, but I'm a multiple time a year kind of guy. But there's a couple. I mean, there's a ton of movies that I would probably like throw in that category that I could just put on. But honestly, a lot of people put on like comedies. Like it's like that's not me. I love comedy movies. I watch them all the time.
Yeah.
And I grew up watching them. But as I get older, I would rather watch like Goodfellas over and over again and stuff like that. Major Pain is another one I could just throw on. Major Pain's great.
That's good.
Well, the movies that I had on VHS tape were Wayne's World 2 and Zoolander.
Yeah.
And I watched those movies in
Zoolander
nonstop.
I watched a million times too.
Back to back.
Yeah, that was great.
What about you, Liv? Forever movie.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Okay.
It makes me happy.
By the way, I love My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
That's a good
so
movie.
Good.
Like, I'm not a giant rom-com guy, but when I am,
that's your
masterpiece.
rom-com.
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, it is.
Now, was there a sequel to it?
No.
Or they were going to do a sequel? Because I probably won't watch that. But the first one is a masterpiece.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, that goes into something I was thinking about today was, remember the experience of DVDs. What I mean by that is, remember all the features? So now
I remember putting them in, and then they would have a like a menu.
Yeah.
And like sometimes they'd have things looping.
Yep, dude. DVDs sometimes had games on. The first ever DVD we ever got. Did it come out in 2016? Yeah. My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 came out in 2016. All right.
Nice.
A little homework.
Okay, we gotta watch that.
We're gonna watch My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
We should do that should be our first commentary. We gotta do it, bro.
Dude.
We do a commentary.
Have you seen the first one?
Oh yeah.
Okay, great. I was just making sure we're all on the same page. Yeah. Okay, cool.
I love that movie.
But yeah, so my first DVD we ever bought was Shanghai Noon. The Jackie Chan.
Yes.
That's a classic. So I got that one, and it had a video game on it, or like a trivia game.
That's cool.
And so I was like, DVDs are amazing. But I was obsessed as a kid with director's commentaries.
Yeah.
And all the behind the scenes like featurettes. Like I probably seen the featurettes on Planet of the Apes more than I've seen the movie. The same thing with like The Matrix. Right? Yeah. I was obsessed with commentaries. I wouldn't even watch the movies. I would just watch the commentaries, right? And so, but nowadays with streaming and with torrenting movies. Sorry, FBI. With torrenting movies, I don't get all those like bonus
allegedly.
Features. Yeah. Of course. I wouldn't do that. I'm saying
you would never do that.
But sometimes you can find them on YouTube, but not for new movies. For old movies.
Right.
But anyways, I thinking about the other day. I'm like, dude, DVDs were so sick.
Yeah.
Like, it's the worst medium because you could instantly get a scratch and then it doesn't work anymore. It
doesn't work out.
But it's the greatest concept of like, here's an object and here's everything that you want to know about that movie. Yeah, we included that on top of that.
What DVD in your family was played the most?
Ooh. So when we switched to DVDs.
Wait, I was gonna say Michael Jackson's greatest music videos. We had a DVD.
I don't think of all time.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Watch it so much.
I don't think.
I'm
Weird Al music videos. I watched the
Yeah,
Weird
that
Al
too.
music videos a lot. I had a DVD of
On
Weird Al
DVD?
music. Yeah, dude.
That's sick.
It was sick. No, but so when we switched to DVDs probably like an 01 ish. So by that point, I had my own DVD player, and I would buy my own movies or whatever. So I'm trying to think of DVDs that we watched a lot of. Do you remember, Liv?
I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like VHS we repeated a lot. I feel like by the time we got the DVDs, we didn't repeat as much.
Yeah.
So I don't know I'm trying to think what movie I watched the most on DVD.
Distinctively, I remember 2 movies.
Yeah.
Finding Nemo.
Okay.
And here's another category.
Yeah.
For the most title screen plays.
Right, where it just loops.
Where it just keeps looping.
Yeah.
Is Cat in the Hat. We went through a season where we'd watch nothing but the Cat in the Hat.
Dude. That's like that movie makes me feel ill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for some reason that movie we would watch it over and over again, and then it would just sit there in the title screen for like hours. Just looping.
Sick.
And then somebody would come by and play it again.
Yeah, of course,
and then it would go back to the title slide, and then it would just keep looping, and I'm over here on the family computer just playing games.
Yeah.
And then somebody would come by and just play it again.
Communal viewing. Yeah, that's sick, dude.
And that happens because we have like 6 kids in the house.
Right, and everybody's got to watch it.
And they're all different ages. Right? So you're just keeping the babies entertained with Cat in the Hat. Or Finding Nemo.
Yeah, that would drive me nuts. There was times where I would like leave the looping screen on because maybe it had like good music or something like that. And I was like I feel like some Quentin Tarantino movies back in the day, like Pulp Fiction had a great like loop, whatever. But yeah, there was sometimes you'd pop a DVD in and you'd be like, well, here's what I used to do. When I was buying DVDs, the first thing I do is look at the back. What does this version offer? What does this version offer? Right? Okay, this one's $10 more.
Yeah.
But it offers director's commentary and commentary from the producers, 2 separate commentaries. I'm in. I'll pay the extra $10. This one has a bonus DVD with a documentary on it. This one has still images of all the cast members. Heck yeah, throw that in there too. Nice. So I bought DVDs solely on that. And now, when our local Blockbuster went out of business, this would have been like 06, 07. They went out of business. They made everything like $1. And I went in there and I spent hundreds of dollars and bought hundreds and hundreds of DVDs, dude.
Nice.
And I could handpick, like this one had this version of it. This one's this. This is the international DVD and it has this, whatever. So my collection at the time was like, I had a wall full of them and I had them stored in Anna's parents' basement of just at like 17 of just all my entire movie collection in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
No, I had it in 2 orders. I had it in the order that was it was the ones I ranked my favorite to least favorite out of hundreds. And then I alphabetized them in those categories. So here's my most favorite, and they're in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Here's my second most and I just did that for hundreds.
Genius.
DVDs. Yeah.
Dude, that's like an investment, dude.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's
and then
like worth millions.
Netflix came out like 2 years later.
Yeah,
and I was like, forget these. Yeah. No, I held on to them for a while. You know what it was?
People use like DVDs to hold doors open now.
Yeah, yeah. No, and they're like not great at that either. But coasters that's actually a pretty good deal. Yeah. Making coasters out of your old DVDs.
You ever have a DVD that you're shocked still worked?
Oh yeah, because you look, it looks like a tiger on the back. Yeah, it's just full of stripes. Yep. No,
Old Faithful.
Once I had to have my own bills, I started thinking, well, I can't buy DVDs. Mm-hmm. I need to watch movies, so I figured out ways to get around the system.
Hey, yo, allegedly.
Yeah. You hear?
Hey, forget about it.
You hear that, J. Edgar Hoover?
Yeah.
Okay, he's the FBI.
That's
right,
right.
the FBI.
Remember the FBI warnings? It would be like,
yeah, totally.
you don't see those anymore.
No, I guess not. I think because when you make a Netflix account, you just agree that you're not gonna steal it, and I guess that's like the one.
Dude, you know what we started doing? Bootlegging Netflix movies.
Well,
with our cell phone.
Yeah, that would be cool.
We come
I
with
will
a
say
camcorder.
that a lot of movies that I've downloaded, you could tell they're from Netflix. They went and got them from Netflix because they're Netflix originals. So that's how you know they're from Netflix.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but
how could you tell, Nick?
Yeah. Well, that's okay. And we'll move on to topics. But that is a weird thing I do. So I have a Plex server. So if anyone doesn't know, I have basically my own Netflix at home. I built my own Netflix, a wireless movie system throughout my house. Okay. Now, I also have a Netflix account, but there are times that I will download a Netflix movie, add it to my Plex server, because for some reason I think there's a higher chance of me watching it if it's in my Plex movie server than on my list on Netflix.
Right.
Because I feel like I keep Netflix for TV, and I keep my Plex for movies.
You know what's funny? I don't think I watch Netflix.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now. Now they came back hot with Love Is Blind season 2.
That's right.
Then they had, before
I did see the last episode of that.
They had Squid Game before that.
I did watch Squid Game.
So they hit it with the TV shows.
You're right.
Right? But
there's another show that I watch, which is actually created from a YouTuber that I followed for years called Making Fun.
Okay.
And it's a bunch of YouTubers come together to make things for kids.
Yeah.
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Jimmy DiResta or whatever. Yep.
DiResta.
Yeah, I plan on watching it. It actually looks pretty funny.
Yeah. They're pretty cool.
Yeah. No, but so I'm telling you, Netflix has a massive, amazing catalog. But yeah, you kind of forget. It's so much like becoming the Kleenex of like people call they call their Amazon Prime Netflix, or they call their Hulu Netflix because they're old.
No, yeah, you're right. It's the category of streaming.
Yeah, so you gotta remember what's on there. So I go once a week. I hop onto every one of my streaming platforms. I go through my list and I go, what are we starting next? What am I doing? Yeah. So,
gotcha.
But yeah, anyways, Netflix changed the game, and then my Plex server changed the game on top of that. But obviously, we talked about this before, but going in to look for a movie was incredible. Now, as a kid, going to Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, and looking for a movie was awesome. But then even as a teenager, Anna and I would have whatever. We didn't, we weren't spending a lot of money or didn't really have money, so we weren't going out a lot. So we would go to Blockbuster. We'd spend like half an hour picking out a couple different movies, then going and paying way too much for a snack.
Ayo, paying the big bucks over here. It's getting fancy.
For some reason, you don't think about that. You're like, I'll spend $20 for this bag of popcorn.
Yeah.
Like, I'm at Blockbuster. And I could
It's
just
like
went to the
60 cents.
Yeah, I could have went to the gas station across the street.
Yeah.
And then, you pick a movie, you don't know anything about it, and you just watch it. I miss those days. But at the same time, it's so nice. I just could be laying in bed and watch any movie I want in the entire world. So,
love it.
Yeah, that's pretty
Good
sick.
times, man.
Yeah, man.
Good
times.
times.
It is. And you know what? It is good times.
Good times, Goodfellas.
Hey, dude. You know what? It's crazy. Anna's never seen Goodfellas. So, have you seen Goodfellas?
I probably have.
Oh, that means
Not
no.
since I was
no.
a teenager.
We gotta watch it.
Yeah. No, Goodfellas.
We should do a Goodfellas episode.
Oh yeah. We just talk
Murder
about.
somebody?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we just break down every single character, go through the entire plot. Dude, we call it spoiler cast. We just spoil
Goodfellas.
1990s.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it also came out the year I was born, and it's Martin Scorsese. There's a lot of elements to that movie that are super important. Joe Pesci is one of my favorite actors of all time, especially, if you look at what he did, kids movies he did, like Home Alone and stuff, is Joe Pesci.
Well, can you imagine going from Goodfellas to Home Alone?
Right. Yeah.
And just nailing it?
He can do it.
Yeah.
You ever seen My Cousin Vinny, where he plays a lawyer? My Cousin Vinny. Gone Fishing.
Yep.
Gone Fishing's incredible. What else is he in? Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2. Never forget that one.
He was in Casino.
He's
in Raging Bull.
I don't think I've seen that one.
He's in most of the early Scorsese stuff. Joe Pesci is the GOAT, dude.
And he's a jazz musician now.
Oh yeah, he's incredible.
He's got
singer.
a full-on album and stuff.
Well, that's how he got his start. He was performing in bars and whatever, and they were like, "Dude, you should be an actor." And Scorsese threw him in some movies. Yeah, that's how it all got started. No,
he's awesome.
he's amazing, and honestly, he's my hero because short guy. He's the short guy GOAT.
But he's a tough.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That was gave me hope.
He don't play around.
No, that gave me hope, dude.
Yeah. Makes sense.
No, I think I'm thinking we'll watch Goodfellas tonight. I'm gonna make her watch it tonight. Dude, I was telling you before that I broke a nail. And if people know me, they know I'm very sensitive about nail stuff.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I broke that nail. I pulled a hangnail. We were talking about hangnails earlier too.
I got tons of them right
that is like currently bleeding live in the episode, which is totally disgusting. But then I say all that to say is because I went to the gym this morning.
Right.
And I took my e-bike. And there's just weird things that happen. So I get on the e-bike at like 5:30. And I was late this morning to the gym.
Right.
And so I get on my e-bike at like 5:30, and I'm getting all set up. Takes me a few minutes, get everything ready. And then right when I'm about to pull off, I hear a guy in the alley go, "Hey," like that to me, right?
Directed at you?
I think.
Right.
So I peel off. Then I kind of start realizing I think his dog was outside. He was just calling for his dog. But it's 5 a.m. I got an expensive-ish e-bike, so I peel off, right? So I'm going down the road.
That totally just happened to Liv the other day,
just happened to me on a walk. And
a guy yelling at his dog.
He was yelling like, "Get over here!"
Yeah.
And I was across the street, and I'm like,
and she peeled off too.
I was like, I'm getting out.
That's the Broid instinct. Just peel off.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going back home.
Yeah.
I ain't dealing with this.
Yeah, dude. Nah. I'm like,
so you peel off. What happens?
Yeah. So, anyways, and then I'm going on the street. Then this car, he's not behind me. He's in a different lane. It's like two guys, and they're kind of like they did a light like honk at me, kind of like to get my attention. And I was like, I looked over, and they were kind of going slow. I'm like, they're gonna rob me from my bike. They're like, what is happening, dude? Like, and then they kind of slow down and they like take off. I'm like, and I still think they're gonna pull off and like wait for me. So
I think they're just letting you know, like, hey, we're coming around you.
Yeah, I guess, but it was weird because it was like two young guys. Like, what guys are like that conscious of that? Where I had like straight up like grown adults like flying past me. So, anyways, or they were trying to maybe they were telling me like we like it or whatever. So gotcha. I don't know.
Old Nana just peeling off.
Yeah, no,
she could barely see. She shouldn't be driving.
Dude, well, you rode bikes for a long time. Yeah, they're just like flying past you, just like shaking. So then I'm still going down the street, and then I look and it's not telling me my speed anymore. So I don't know how fast I'm going, which is not a big deal. But I'm like, that's weird. It's like not talking to the machine properly. And then my lights just cut off and there's no street lights. So now it's just pitch black and I'm in the middle of the street and my bike's just not working anymore. Yeah. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I get on, luckily there was a sidewalk, I get into the sidewalk and I reboot everything. It's like fine, right? Sure. Which I think I just need to update the firmware on the bike. Yeah. So, cause it's got a new update. So anyways, I get everything back in order. I go and I had this cool new mirror that I just put on. So it gets inserted into the handlebar so I can see behind me. Now it was super windy and it's pressure fit. So it kept like falling down. So I keep rotating it back up. So finally I just go like, I'll just let it go down. I'll like fix it when I get home. I'll put something in there. And then like I'm like cruising. I'm not even going that fast. And I take a wrong turn. I just turned too early, a street too early. I'm like, man. So I go to turn around. When I go to turn around, I like kind of peeled off and then I'm going pretty fast. And then my mirror just goes flying, dude. Like, so I've never seen an object go.
That sucks.
But like, it pulled out 3 inches from the handlebar. So I must have been when I was turning, the wind hit it. Yeah. And just like a parachute like took off. Skyrocketed. So then I was like, all right, like I'll go back and get it. And I look and it's just like tons of cars coming. So I was like, that thing's dead. It was my first day riding with it. And
wait, you didn't get it?
No, dude, the car's just going over it, smashing it into pieces. And like I can't turn around, So I'm like, well, I'll just go to the gym. So I ended up getting to the gym late.
That sucks.
But so I had like a broken nail, like inside of my gloves. I had a hangnail bleeding inside my gloves. Yeah. Okay. I got like people screaming at me, honking at me. My mirror goes like flying.
People trying to rob you.
Yeah. It was like so crazy. My bike just stops working in the middle of the night. Anyways, that was like crazy. So that was like my morning. So then I finally got to the gym and I was like so like flustered, and then I saw you and I'm like, I'm here, my bike wasn't working. You're like, oh cool, man. I'm like, no, in my head I was like, no, you don't know, you don't understand. My bike just literally stopped working and I was
like all the scenes are flashing by you.
But then anyway,
you're just cold and wet.
Yeah, exactly, just bleeding all over the gym. But so anyways, I got it all figured out, but that was like my weird like morning this morning. I was like, what's happening? I almost was like, is that like a sign to return the bike? But in the rest of the day, I rode around town and it was like, I was good to go.
Hey, you made it though. You got out in the world.
I got,
You struggled. Oh, yeah. You toiled a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You made it to the gym.
Oh, yeah. And I stayed later. I made up for the time. That's right. And then some. I ended up staying like an extra 45 minutes because I'm like, well, I was there like 30 minutes late. But then also on top of that, I was like, you know what? I'm putting in an extra few minutes to make up for that. And I cleared my head, and I think I fixed my bike, and I'm all good.
That's called winning.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's my goal. I win.
Now, here's the thing. I got some questions for you.
Yeah.
Was everybody really working for the weekend?
Yeah. Based on what I know, my familiarity with that song, if he says it, yeah.
Everybody was working for the weekend.
Yeah, even if you're working on the weekend, because your weekend might be Monday.
Right.
Right? Like, that's when your week ends.
So everybody's working for the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, unless you're, not working. You got disability.
Unless you're not working.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Then you're not working.
So not everybody's working for the weekend.
No. He should have said, everybody who works is working for the weekend.
That's catchy.
That would have been better. Yeah.
He should have did that.
Yeah, and I understand why he got rid of a few words.
Yeah.
But you can obviously see it works.
It's
and
good.
I'm just at least telling the truth.
We're good. We're getting down to the bottom of some things.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you. Who's out here kicking dead horses? Who?
I'm not familiar with. Is that from something? Is that a reference?
Yeah. Everybody's always saying it. Don't want to kick a dead horse.
Beat a dead horse?
Oh, yeah. Who's out here beating a dead horse?
Sometimes people beat dead horses too. You kick dead horses?
Yeah.
There's some people beating them?
Yeah. Well, a kick is a form of beat. I will give you that.
Yeah.
Who's out here? And honestly, if you would have said that, I still, because I don't use that term a lot, but who's beating dead horses? Well, that's the thing. That's rude. It's rude. Is it ruder to beat a live horse or a dead horse?
A dead horse.
Yeah.
You motivate.
I was gonna say,
you motivate a horse.
You kind of have to be
by
a horse.
giving him a
honestly,
nice little spanking.
This might sound crazy. Don't come at me, Peter. But is there a limit to how bad you could beat a horse? I feel like they could take almost any human being.
Yeah, they're war machines.
That's all I was gonna say.
They're crazy.
Which is what I would name my horse.
War machine.
Yeah,
definitely. Get it like a cannon and stuff like that.
Dead horse.
Yeah.
That'd be a sick name for your horse. What's your horse's name? Dead horse.
You just
Why? Because I beat it.
You name a glue factory.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Future glue.
Yeah, future glue.
Yeah, we call him FG.
All right, so we declared it.
Liv liked it.
No, I didn't.
But
FG.
who's really out there beating horses? Dead
Cowboys,
horses.
Cowboys.
They beat dead horses?
Yeah, because like a wolf comes, nips at the heel, it falls on the ground. They almost get eaten by the wolves. They shoot the wolves off. They're like, you dumb horse, why'd you die?
But it's already dead.
Right, but out of pure anger. Why'd you die on me?
Right.
I'm up in the hills.
Right. So it's really just in vain.
Yeah.
You beat a dead horse in vain.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So spiteful people,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Now here's a question. Was everybody really kung fu fighting?
No.
That's what I thought.
No.
What are the birds and the bees?
Ooh, this I've always thought about.
Why birds and bees?
Why the birds and the bee? They're both bees.
They're both bees.
I mean, they're both bees. They start with bees.
Oh.
Right. I do know birds are not bees. I do know that.
Birds.
Hummingbirds,
and the bees.
I'm not convinced for sure are not a form of bee.
Maybe that's a crossover.
Yeah, so maybe we should say, let's talk about the hummingbirds.
Talk about the hummingbirds.
Because that's the
There we
birds
go.
and the
We
bees.
fixed that one.
Got it.
We fixed that one. Live, love, laugh. Do bees have knees?
But because they say that's the bee's knees.
Do bees have knees?
No, I'm sure they have like joints on their appendages, but
I don't think bees have knees.
No.
Liv, can you Google bees' knees?
Do the bees have knees?
Do the bees have knees?
Or just do bees. Don't add the.
Do bees have knees?
Do bees have knees?
Do bees.
You could throw this up if you want. Do bees have? And if so, what's so special about them? That's from Science.
That's what I'm talking about.
ScienceFocus.com.
Do bees have knees? And if so, what the heck's so special about them?
Okay, it says the bee's knees itself is no more remarkable than any other leg joint. So there you go. They have knees, but they're not special. What else? What else rhymes with knee though? That has a knee. Maybe that's why. What else has knees?
Knees. Oh, something that rhymes with knees.
Yeah, has knees. So that might be it.
Teens.
Teens' knees.
Teens'
teens are awesome. Teens are cool.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not awesome. They're terrible.
Their
They're
knees
cool.
hurt because they're growing.
Yeah,
growing
teens,
pains.
All right. So like, so when something's bad. That's as painful as a teen's knees.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
That's sick.
I like that one.
It's good. It's the bee's knees.
We're starting new stuff on this show.
Okay.
And the last one is who's crying over spilt milk?
You might cry over spilled milk.
I will.
Because you like milk so much.
That was a confession.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah, I've never cried over spilled milk for sure.
It's a tragedy.
I'm sure that comes from like a time where you work all day, you'd milk the cow, you get the milk, and then you're like,
some of it's spilling.
Knock it over.
Yeah.
And you know that's just money. It's either substance or it's money.
Yeah, right? And the saying is like, you can't cry over it because you already did it.
Right.
Once it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
You know?
No.
You can't beat a dead. You can't beat a dead horse.
You can't
beat a dead horse.
That's what it is. So no one's beating a dead horse.
No one's beating a dead horse. Because you can't beat a dead horse. Once it's dead, you ain't beating it.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the saying fully, and I just thought it was, why are you beating a dead horse?
Yeah.
But you can't beat it. That's
or kick him. Some people say that.
Yeah. Some people say don't kick a dead horse.
Don't kick a dead horse.
And some people say you can't beat a dead horse.
That's right.
They're very similar. They're slightly different.
Or you can say like, I'm out here just kicking a dead horse.
Yeah.
It means like you're wasting your day.
Let's totally flip it. I'm out here kissing a horse. Not kicking a dead horse.
Just
I'm out
kissing
a live horse.
Right. Where's your life going?
I will say this.
Where have your life decisions led you? Kissing a horse.
Yeah. That's a good life. Because you're like a rancher.
Yeah.
I've been watching Yellowstone.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I gotta but I will say this. I feel like a horse does have a very kissable nose. Right?
Okay.
Like it's like,
just like
because they're way up there, but their nose is like lip level, and it's just like wet but not slimy.
Yeah.
It's a very kissable nose.
Yeah, they're kind of cute.
Yeah, like, and they're majestic. Look at that.
I can see that.
You could easily kiss that nose.
Kiss that.
Like
Kiss that
right
nose.
above the black part. Right where the fur meets the
right
black.
there.
Or the hair meets the black.
Yep.
That's the spot that is the most kissable on an animal.
I would pay to see that. You just kissing a horse.
Oh, yeah.
On the nose.
Have you ever touched a horse's nose?
Yeah.
Have you ever fed a horse?
Yeah.
Like, it feels cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, okay, I'm not going to kiss a sick horse.
Yeah, that's sick.
I'm not going to do that.
Send them to the glue factory, am I right?
Yeah, I think that's glue coming out of the nose. I think we just hit on something we weren't supposed to. No, but yeah, so anyways,
Now,
I don't know how we got talking about that.
Have you ever booped a nose before?
What's?
Boop.
Oh, booped.
Yeah, like, come here. Boop.
Yeah, I do that to my kids mainly because otherwise it's offensive. And I won't. You were showing me as an example.
I was just showing.
But don't ever boop me. Don't ever boop me again. No, don't.
Do it.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm gonna boop your ear.
No. All right, that's fine. Just don't boop my nose. You can do my shoulder anytime you want. Just
Now,
don't
like
boop my...
puppies, kittens.
Oh yeah.
Horses.
Boop an animal's nose.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever done that actually.
Do it, man.
I will do that. I'm gonna do it to my dog tonight. He's probably bite me.
Yeah. Dexter's an old soul.
Yeah, he's an old.
He's like, what are you doing?
And he's an old dog.
He's an old soul.
He's always been an old soul.
And an old dog.
Now he has arthritis and he can't jump off the couch.
Yeah.
But that's
We don't talk about it.
Nah.
Don't boop him because he won't appreciate it.
Dude, do you ever when you're at the gym? So there's a lot of same cast of characters, right, at the gym.
Yeah.
So I people watch, and
I feel like we have like a gym family.
Oh yeah, for
an
sure.
unspoken.
I've never
pack.
I was saying I've never spoken to them.
Yeah.
So it's unspoken and different.
It's like we're here.
Yeah.
It's our routine.
You do a nod head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nodding of the head. I guess.
Start walking like
that's how you
this.
say that. Yeah, of course. Well, I'm just getting buff too, so that's how I have.
You take up more space.
Yeah. So I look and I don't mean to, but I end up like making up or trying to guess who they are, maybe like what their name is, what they do for a living.
What do they do for a living?
Yeah. So there was this one guy and buff guy, and he is always there. He's there when we get there, and he's there when we leave. So he's there for like a couple hours at least. And
he's the dude with the notebook.
Exactly.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
A couple weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, right? I seen there's this girl like flirting with him. And I was like,
is there a romance happening?
Well,
Is love blind?
He like you could tell he was like not interested. Like kind of like I'm doing my own thing, like, don't distract me.
Life is gym.
Yeah.
Nothing else that's not gym is not life.
It's so funny because I gave him a very
different voice.
Yeah. Like a non-macho voice.
Yeah, I don't know why I picked that voice.
That was a good go-to though.
Yeah.
So anyways, then a couple days later, she does it again. She's like talking to him while he's working out, and you could tell he's like, "Come on, I'm not."
He's like, "You're messing up my gains. I need to get these reps in."
For a wife, right?
Yeah.
Third time it happens, and I almost want to say something at this point.
Wow.
Like, girl, like he doesn't want you.
You're his wingman. You're covering him.
But this time he kind of like smiled back at her. I'm going, whoa, what is happening?
He's playing hard to get. That's what it is.
So then I kept an eye on them for the rest of the day. Because at this point, for the rest of the time I'm there. Because at this point I'm like, forget working out. I need to know what's happening in their lives.
What's the deets?
Well, here's the thing is, they are in a full-on relationship.
Whoa.
The whole time.
Plot twist.
The whole time they've been in a relationship.
Yeah.
I seen them leave and get in the same car together. And then now I see them coming together. He just is probably annoyed, like, girl, I'm working out. And she's like very flirty with him. You could tell she's there just to be with him. Yeah. Because she only does like squats, basically.
Yeah.
And so, but I just thought that was so funny. For like 3 weeks, I built up this whole thing of like, man, he doesn't want her. She's like some random girl. She only comes to the gym just to like see him,
to woo him.
They're in a full on relationship.
Wow.
Now I'm making up how long have they been together. So I'm watching how they.
Now, what does he do for a living? Because I think he's an accountant.
Ooh, I think now here's the thing is he's there at least until 8. Accountants start pretty early in the morning.
Do they? I'm not accountants.
Yeah. I feel like accountants start pretty early. It doesn't mean he doesn't maybe work from home, or maybe he's working in the gym or something like that.
That's true.
I think he probably works with his hands.
I think he's like a salesman.
Maybe.
I don't think he works with his hands.
Well,
I think he works out because it's a hobby.
No, I think he works out as a hobby. What I mean by work with his hands is I don't think he sits at a desk. I think he does something. Maybe he's an electrician. Maybe he's
maybe.
I just don't think he doesn't come off as a he's like at a desk.
Yeah.
A desk job.
You know what to do?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what type of vehicle is he in? Have you seen it?
No. I just seen him get.
Have you gone that deep?
No.
Okay.
No, I will tomorrow. I'll be standing outside waiting to see what
just
big.
waiting.
Yeah.
Just waiting. Sure. We're just waiting outside. Waiting for him to go in his car.
Yeah.
Because like there's the flip side of it is we go to the same parking lot every morning.
Right.
And there's the same cars there.
Right.
So I'm interested to see who's driving what.
Right. That's the next level.
Because I always see a Spectrum van there.
Yeah.
So I always see some like work trucks there.
Yeah.
So there's some people that come and they come in their work vehicle.
Yep. So next stage is find out whose vehicle's which, and then after that you follow them home.
Right.
See where they live, and just so on and so forth. Yeah.
We start writing everything down. We get a board.
Yeah.
Start connecting dots.
Yeah, of course.
That's what you just did. You connected some dots. You found out like, oh wait, they're actually in a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
They've been thinking about having kids.
Right.
Or they've already moved in together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're moving really fast anyways.
So my plan is because when she gets on the treadmill, she always has her phone sitting there. Right now, she always picks the end treadmill. That's how I know, because when I'm doing my flies, right, she's right there. What I'm gonna do is after I do my flies, I'm gonna stretch, and I'm just gonna see, because she could be on Amazon searching for baby stuff. She could be searching for wedding dresses on there, and that'll help us determine a little bit more. What got my attention is he's a white guy, she's Hispanic, right? Now, being that I'm in the exact same relationship, mine's a marriage, I always inspect that, and I always go, okay, hold on, what did he do? What did he do? Why is this white guy and this Hispanic girl together? Because I'll tell you right now, there's that doesn't just happen. Okay, now you guys are similar, but you guys are reversed, right? Hispanic guy, white girl, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't just happen. There's gotta be something there.
Yeah, because our situations are church.
Right.
Maybe this is work.
Yeah. Now, I will say that no. How they meet?
How do people meet?
No, how they meet? Yes, I'm saying, what did he do to deserve a Latin woman? Because I'll tell you right now, you have to put work in. I didn't mean how they meet. Anybody can meet.
Well, here's the thing.
But how do you?
What did you do to deserve Anna?
Listen,
that's what we're getting. This is what we're getting into. What is the list? What is the root of this?
List of white things have to do, and not only that, you could bypass that. Now, I'll tell you, I did it. I could bypass half of that because I spent my whole life growing up with Hispanic people and Latin women, right, and Latin dudes, right. So I could bypass that because I was already culturally connected. That's a great saying.
Are you sure it's not because you look like our dude? I'm probably messing up the name. Yeah, J.T.T.
Oh, Jonathan Taylor. No, I don't. Maybe. No. There is there is a selling point of that, right? But that only gets you to the greeting stage.
Okay.
To get past that
has to be
you
depth.
either have to earn it, or you had to grow up in the culture. And I'm saying I'm here for the culture. I grew up in the culture. I did it. I want to know, how did he do it? Is he still working towards it? right? Is he still working to gain the respect of this Latina or Latinx? I'm sorry, no, but anyways, that's something. That's the next level I need to find out.
Yeah,
like, what did he do to earn that? So, and I might just ask.
We'll start taking notes.
I might just ask.
I mean, yeah, we could talk to them.
Yeah.
We could.
Well, I want to see how long we can go without talking to somebody. I did have to talk to somebody today, because they left their cell phone on one of the machines, and she was like, she did the thing of like, she didn't have to tell me because it was a big machine. She could have just grabbed it, but she did that awkward thing. Is like, and I had my headphones in, so like as soon as I started, she's like, "Oh, sorry, I got it." And I was like, "Oh, are you still on?" She's like, "No, I just gotta get my phone." I'm like, "No, but did you finish?"
Yeah.
And she said, "I said, do you need to get back on?" And she said, "Yeah." But she was replying to like an earlier question, so she's like, "Yeah." So then I get off. She's like, "No, I just gotta get my phone."
Just for 5 minutes. Do you want to go? No. Just go back and forth.
That's the only conversation I think I've had in the gym. And then our friends go to the gym too, Alex. I'll see.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'll see them at the gym sometimes too. Which they've been going later and later. So I'm losing a little respect for you guys because we were all early bird catching the worm.
Wake up earlier and then get there.
I didn't mean to bump your knee. I'm sorry about that. I got one more thing.
Okay.
No, you know what? I'm saving it.
Okay, save it.
I'm saving it because
future cast.
This thing, maybe I'll bring it up next week or whatever. I'm making a definitive stance. Okay? I'm not gonna say what it is. All I'm gonna say is I believe I know what the perfect pop song ever made was, and it's a hot take. So I'll bring up a different one because we can play it, we can dissect it, we can watch the video. It is the greatest pop song ever written by an artist that everybody knows but has no respect for.
Wow.
That loved but they don't hold in high regard.
Yeah.
And she created the greatest pop song.
I
will say this.
You just narrowed it down.
I will say this. I think all the best pop songs were by female artists from 1995 to 2001. And I'll actually, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna compile a list of the greatest pop songs ever, and they're all from females.
Okay, you guys, leave a comment.
Yeah.
Tell us
what do you think it is?
What is? First of all, tell us who do you think Nick is talking about, and also who do you think created the best pop song of all time?
Yeah. Totally. It's going to be a hot take. So anyways, that's something to look forward to.
Okay.
And also next week is the Easter episode. So we're going to find out who's the king of Easter. Jesus is king of Easter.
That's right. Submit that already.
But who's Prince of Easter.
Prince of Easter. I like it.
Prince of Easter. All right.
Dude, we should do a Prince of Egypt episode.
That'd be sick. We probably need to start another podcast where it's just movies. So far we're like at 100 movies we got to watch so far. But
let's just do one. Okay. My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2.
Yeah.
We got to plan that in for next month.
Yeah. Yes.
We'll plan it in.
Of course.
I don't know how we're going to do it. What's the logistics of it?
Well, worst case scenario, we watch it and then we do like a 30-minute
just commentary
where we take notes on it and then we
come together and talk about it.
Yeah. That might be the easiest way to do it. All right.
I like that.
One more fist bump
to end it. Fist bump.
No!